Statement, then we'll take questions.
Well, that was a great football game. Both teams, I thought, played really well. A lot of great defense being played. Guys playing hard out there on the field. I thought I thought our defense played unbelievably well. Great strain. Guys running the ball, making plays when we needed to make plays, winning the game in the fourth quarter. I thought we had a couple opportunities to put the game away on offense. We didn't do that. On the offensive side of the ball, which we got to look at, we got to make a play or two more down the stretch, and but I'll tell you what, our defense every time we needed them came up big, keeping them out of the. That's a very a lot of talented players on that Auburn team, keeping them out of the end zone for the night was fantastic. So we're going to take it. We'll take the win. We got a lot of things we can improve on. Going home and get fixed up, and because we got to head back out on the road in another unbelievable environment next week here in the Southeastern Conference.
Questions?
41 passes to 29 runs. In the first half, the ratio was even a little bit more drastic than that.
Yeah.
Being a pass-first team, is that just who you guys have to be?
I don't know that that's the case. I think, when you look, when you're getting going in a game, you want to get momentum going. We're New Auburn, especially playing with a young quarterback. They want to try to rely, I thought, coming on the run game coming in here. You look at it; they ran it 50 times. And I mean, and they throw 28. They ran a lot of plays, but a lot of those are coming at the end once we got up and they had to force them to throw. So we wanted to kind of put pressure on them. And you look for us; we have, we feel we got a quarterback that can get the ball where he needs to get it to. We got a great matchup with wide receivers outside on the perimeter making plays, and we just, when I'm calling plays, we're trying to just take advantage of what defense is giving you and get the ball to our playmakers, and a lot of them are on the edge. I want to be a 50-50 team, but I also know, hey, we got some playmakers on the edge. Let's not just be silly. Let's make sure we're getting those guys the ball.
What was the difference in the red zone defensively for y'all tonight?
I don't know. We were watching on film. I thought we just strained. I thought great effort. Our guys, I think our defense played hard. We lost the contain. We lost the edge. We didn't set an edge a couple of times, and that was some of their bigger plays. A couple of nakeds and a quarterback scramble here and there. But I'm going to tell you what. I thought our kids, they strained, and then Manny, I thought, did a great job putting guys in a position to go make plays. Even after we gave up a big play or they hit a big play, we put guys in a position to go make plays out there on the field, and the effort our guys played with was fantastic.
Bigger picture, how important is it to get back to 1-1 rather than 0-2?
Well, it's unbelievable. That's so huge. That's it's where you want to be. You look at it. And in this league of how tight we talk about the margin for error in this league so small. We're about a play or two away from being 2-0, and we're a play or two away from being 0-2, and we're 1-1. We're somewhere in the middle. That's this league. You got to find a way. When you have an opportunity to win games, you got to win them, and we were able to do that with a great team effort, great defensive effort tonight. I thought was it was fantastic. So it feels good. We're back where we want to be. To me, we're back in the race, and we got to find a way to get it. We're going to have an even tougher game next week against I think another top 10 team probably, or in Texas A&M on the road.
How do you feel about the special teams just as a whole tonight?
Well, I thought they did a fantastic job. I thought our punt game, with the exception of that first punt, which he boomed, kept them pinned deep. The one penalty really hurt us on special teams. Negated probably one of our best punts, and it was a really flip the field position punt. Ended up being, it goes statistically as a 5-yard penalty. I think it was a 23-yard penalty. That really hurt us. But I think the rest of the special teams, I thought we did an excellent job. Weston hitting the big field goal for us. Our kickoff coverage team was great. I don't know that special teams may turn the tide of the game anywhere, but I really liked our effort. But I think when you look at it overall, they're going to look and say, well, they played pretty well on special teams too. So I think it went, but I'm pleased with how our guys played in that phase of the game.
You talked about a quarterback that can just, with all the big plays, that just shows experience that he can just kind of take over a game like this.
Who, Dak?
Yeah.
Well, I think what it does is you're always comfortable. There's never a situation or a play call that you're not comfortable with Dak running. You don't have to protect him out there on the field. He's going to manage a game no matter what. He's going to come. That one series we came out, we threw it a bunch. We probably could have run the ball to kill some clock. But to me, that's I trust the quarterback in those situations that he's going to make good plays and he's going to make the right reads and he's going to take care of football, do things the right way. So having that guy really makes you comfortable in those situations.
Auburn had a drive or two there where just kind of running the ball, moving the ball
Yeah.
down the field slowly but surely kind of thing. Any concern at all about the run, the rushing?
No, you know what? Because here's the thing is, the key was we wanted to get up. We knew they were going to run the ball. They're a good football running team. 50 carries for 201 yards running. Not bad, not bad for the night. But that's what Auburn's based on. You're going to play a running football team. You hold them to 200 yards rushing. That's a pretty good night. And then we tightened down in the red zone. So I thought our run defense tonight was excellent. Like I said, we missed setting an edge a couple times, and they bounced the ball outside. And I bet when we look at those a lot of those 201 yards, there's going to be probably 5 to 10 of them where we didn't set the edge and they got the corner on us, and we got to just look at that. But I thought physically, our run defense was pretty solid.
I know you said at LSU you just said take a deep breath, but since the 8 quarters since Prescott is, I think, 74% passing, what have you seen physically that's different about him?
I think one, and I don't want to just say he's different. I want to say everybody else. Dak's Dak. Dak. I don't. He wasn't a guy that needed to take a deep breath at halftime. He was a guy that maybe his deep breath was don't try to do too much, but more than don't try to do too much, get everybody else going. Get everybody else going. Get everybody's confidence up to go make plays, and I think that's something big that he's been able to do. And just manage the offense and do what he's supposed to do. And out there on the football, if he's got to run sometimes to make plays for us. He's got to scramble to make plays for us. He's got to make great throws or check it down. He did that. I think he got the third and fourth progressions a bunch tonight. And he's got to turn and just check us into the right play and hand the ball off some. And he did that a bunch tonight too. So overall, I feel pretty good with how he's playing.
Coach, the team can really up the tempo and put up a lot of points on the board. What's it like to grind out a win like this where you just put up 7 points?
It's awesome. Like I said, you want to learn how to win as a team. I think, we've our offense, and we got some veteran players on offense at some positions. You get that ball. We had a couple opportunities in the fourth quarter where we had the opportunity to go out there, score, and really put the ball game away. We didn't do that. But as a team, I think we grew up a lot because every time we did it, we did move the ball, keep them pinned deep, give them the long field, and our defense came up to make the plays to stop them.
How huge was that interception by Will Revin on that opening drive?
It was huge, but it shows Will. Here's a kid, about 2 plays earlier, I thought he had a pick six. I'm like, go! And all of a sudden, the ball just magically jumped over his hand or something right there at the last second. And I think, but it just shows with an experienced player like Will, the frustration he felt on that play, that not only did he not get the pick six, not only did he give up a big play, but he's not going to let that. He's right back on the field, and he made a big stop right there to the interception to stop that first drive.
You and Manny shared a little laugh at the end of the ball game. What'd you say to him?
Just what a heck of a job tonight. I thought, he was excited to come in and get this win. He told me, he said, hey, we'll get a defensive win against Auburn. He said, he told me, because it was 6 years too late. We thought we had one last time about 6 years ago. And they went on to win the national championship that year. And I think one of the things, you look at Manny and I, that we got a great relationship, that we work really well together. There's a lot of trust between each other. I think we're both really intense coaches. But we're not. I think both of us understand we're going to do what we need to do to win the football game. Whether we got to grind it out defensively, or whether we're going to be in a shootout, whatever it is, we're going to, as a team, we're going to do what we need to do to win a game. And it's great that we get everybody on the same page. And I think for me, it's comforting to have a guy that understands that. And I'm sure for Manny, having as a defensive coordinator with an offensive head coach, it's comforting to know we're going to do what we got to do what it takes to win football games.
How have you seen the offensive line progress over these first couple of games? It seemed like against LSU there was a decent amount of pressure on Dak, but he seemed to have a lot of time tonight.
Yeah, I think they're coming along. They're coming along. I think we got to run the ball a little bit better at times. But a lot of that's on me. I got to put us in better running situations at times, and a lot of times, as that game went on, I think they were playing from behind. They really started heating us up and almost trying to force us to keep throwing the football. And you really want to run the ball to take some time off the clock, but they're crowding the line of scrimmage. I probably should have taken a couple more shots down the field. as that game ran on, because we had a lot of one-on-one opportunities out there. But I think they handled all the pressures that were coming really well.